This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Nelson versus Nelson. You all were married for 3 years, but you're recently divorced. Mr. Nelson, why have you brought your ex-wife to court today?
Your Honor, I'm trying to win back my wife.
Okay.
I'm trying to show her that I'm not the same man that she married and that change does happen. I can be a better husband.
So have you two recently started dating again?
Officially, in my mind, we rekindled things in March.
All right.
That's a lie already.
I said in my mind, we started again in March. Understandably, we've always kept contact.
So since March, you have not been unfaithful?
No, I haven't. I'm not going to say I'm perfect. We all make mistakes, but just like any other human, I learn from my mistakes and I continue to grow and get better.
Now,
Mr. Nelson, the whole look.
That's in his mind. I don't think much has changed at all. We've been through too much, and I've taken him back too many times. And if he loves me the way he says he does, then he wouldn't continue to do the things that he does to me.
I also wouldn't be standing here.
so you're worried that you have started dating again, you've taken him back, and he's back to his old ways.
I believe some of it did not change. I believe the females are still there. I believe there's still disrespect. And in his mind, we started rekindling things in March. No, we've been rekindling things since November, after we got divorced. So it's something wrong there.
So you think November, and he's saying November, December, January, February, 5 months later?
Right.
How do you have a 5-month gap between when she thinks it started and when you think it started?
I didn't come home until March. So anything that happened between November up until March, when you were dealing with somebody else and I was dealing with somebody else, you can't consider that reconciling because we're dealing with other people. There's other people in the midst of what we're trying to do.
If you are laying in my bed, having sex with me every day, if we're going out on dates, you best believe we together.
All right, so wait. Let me ask you. Were you in her bed in November?
I was in a hotel room in November.
All right, you gonna play semantics with me?
With her.
All right, so in November you slept in a hotel bed with her.
Yes, I did.
But you moved back in the house in March.
Are you hoping to remarry her?
I'm hoping that the moment we walk out of here, we can hold hands and talk about walking the aisle.
You're gonna have to do a whole lot.
Hope it ain't no females involved.
Because what I'm looking at is like, she ain't giving you no fresh air.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm too great of a woman for that. You know, I'm not even about to give him my
And I will give her credit
tears.
for that. She's an amazing woman, and my actions have destroyed a great woman, but that doesn't mean I can't rebuild her.
All right, so what's amazing about her?
Everything. I mean, you'll never find a woman more attentive than the woman I have. Like, if I can't do this, she can do it. If I don't know it, she knows it. If she don't know it, I know it. That's 2 peas in a pot. Like, you can't go wrong with somebody that you're equally matched with. Somebody that when we separated, there was a void in my life. And I tried to fill it, and if I can't fill that void with replacing you, then that shows something right there.
What has the relationship been like since he moved back in?
I've seen a few changes, but there's also some things that I've seen that he should not be doing. And I'm not okay with that.
So let me ask you this. You must have loved him at one point. And you must love him now because you took him back after you kicked him out. So tell me what it was like when you were amazing to him.
I do still love this man, and I have loved him, I can't even tell you for how long, because we instantly connected. We instantly hit it off. This man came into my life in a point in time where I didn't have anybody. And I felt like he was God sent to me. He made everything better for me. This is my best friend before he was anything else.
So, Ms. Nelson, what specifically destroyed your relationship in the past?
We had an incident where he was basically caught red-handed cheating. He was bringing a woman over to our apartment complex. They were doing sexual things.
Okay, but how did you find out about this woman?
I found out about this woman through text messages, okay? And I've actually had a conversation with her.
What did that look like?
Yeah.
She was at my apartment complex. She came to pick him up. So I told him, I said, you go in the house. I'm gonna have a talk with her. Don't worry, it's okay. I sat there and I told her, I said, you don't have to be afraid because I'm not trying to fight you. I just want to talk to you woman to woman. I said, how does it feel to know that you're sleeping with a married man? How does it feel to know that when he can't get what he wants from his wife at home, he's calling you and that's all that you're there for? She was like, you know what? I'm thinking about it and I don't think it's a good idea. You're right, because he's sleeping with me every night. He coming home to me every night. We got kids. This is our family. This is something that we're building. You just a side piece.
So, Mr. Nelson, this woman, she's coming to your apartment complex to pick you up, to take you out to have sex?
Judge Cutler, all I can, red-handed. That's all I can do. But I never, when she was picking me up, when that transpired, we were going through a rough transition.
He was going through his own thing. I was being the wife that I was supposed to be.
It was a coworker from work. We got to talking, and one thing led to another. That doesn't make it right, and it happened.
But it makes me look like a fool because I'm dropping you off at work every day. I'm coming to bring you lunch. I'm sitting there with your lunch, and I'm picking you up from work, and these people just smiling in my face. Hey, how you doing?
And one of them sleeping with him.
Exactly.
Is this the only woman he was cheating with?
No. And that's the worst part. You did it once, I take you back, now you doing it again. It was another woman at another job that he had after that, which was very disrespectful to me. Why? Because when he got the job, he introduced me to this woman. Hey, this is my wife. Same issue. I'm picking him up, dropping him off. She's, hey, how you doing? And then I see text messages between them saying, hey, can you meet me at the room and bend me over?
Mr. Nelson.
That's both. Where are you working? You got.
You don't need to know that.
I'm not gonna get you in trouble, okay?
I'm just trying to figure out where he's finding these jobs with all these willing co-workers and.
Well, we might need to know that so you don't ever go there. We might need to know that.
One thing led to another, and that was around the time me and my wife were arguing every day. Like, I didn't feel as if I had a friend. Like, when I say that's where I let her down at, I need her to understand she let me down as a friend as well.
But
like, I failed you as a friend, I failed you as a husband.
Cheated.
I failed you as a friend.
We were arguing because you cheated and I couldn't trust you no more.
We was arguing before we cheated.
I can't listen to another man or woman who's cheated say, well, I did it because you weren't doing. That's the worst excuse ever.
And you are correct.
Your Honor, I filed for divorce against this man, hoping that it would scare him and show him, like, look, you about to lose your wife.
That's not motivation.
We separated. He lived with another woman the whole time. The whole time he's living with this other woman, he's still calling me. We should work things out. We should do this, we should do that. We going on dates. We sleeping together.
What makes you let him come back into the picture?
Because I love him. I don't have my dad in my life anymore. This man came into my life and he took away all of that pain. He replaced the person that I felt like I had that cared about me more than anybody else in the world. But cheating on me, that hurts more than anything, and I can't.
But that was in the past.
I have reason to believe that he is still doing what he was doing before.
Why do you believe he's cheating now?
Your Honor, the last woman that he lived with, that we had an issue with, now works at the job that he's working at now.
I've got to find out where he's working.
This is a new job.
A few weeks ago, I did find some messages that I'm not happy about, and I feel like they're very disrespectful, and it does show that he's still up to his old ways.
Okay, let's see those messages. Ron, would you get the folder, please? All right. So we have one. It says...
From Mr. Nelson, it says, are we still on for today?
Where you want to go?
I was going to get a room if you're down.
Trying to get to my blank tonight?
Right now.
That couldn't have been weeks ago. That's somewhere in November. That's not from weeks ago.
We have another message. This one is dated February 15th at 6 p.m. What do you like to do that's freaky?
Mr. Nelson responds, I'm way more than a freak. What you call nasty might turn me on.
But you trying to work things out with me and show me how much you love me.
And this was
February 15th, 6 p.m.
Okay, so you don't deny.
Together in March, towards the end,
November.
after my birthday and your birthday.
All right, so did you get freaky with this woman?
No. It's like window shopping. You look, but you don't.
He
touch.
window shopped the ugly ones, okay?
Okay. Do you have any other reason to believe he's cheating?
Recently, I checked out his Snapchat because when we got back together, he said that he wanted to show me that he was changing and things like that. So he gave me the password to his social medias. So he says this woman, actually, she sent a Snapchat picture of her breast. She said, oh, that's all me, that's not the baby. He said, oh, I need to see that in person. This was like 3 weeks ago.
This woman sent me a picture, and I immediately said, hey, this is booty call hours. So I made it clear. And then on top of that, I didn't even respond after all of that. I didn't even
But she
respond to
said,
her.
But she still said, I need to see that in person, nice. Like,
Yeah, that is
you
a
with
response.
me.
Did you?
I
Okay,
can't
but
help
did
if
you-
somebody send me a picture of their breast on Snapchat. You're talking
yes,
about
you can.
Which one
Delete them, block them.
That's after
Okay.
I've already seen
And
the
then
breast.
just don't
Okay,
Snapchat
wait,
'cause
wait.
you got
I've
your
already
phone
seen her
number,
breast.
too.
How much?
I got a question. And my question is this. Did you respond back to the breasts by saying, oh, I need to see that
In person.
in person?
Yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
been after March,
And that
right?
was after March.
that was after March.
But he trying to show me.
Dude,
But that was after March.
I understand you can't control what other people do, but you can control your response.
I sure can.
And your response was wrong.
It was.
And that's the very kind of thing she's talking about.
Okay, so Ms. Nelson, what do you need him to prove today to move your relationship forward?
I already feel like a fool as many times as I've taken this man back. I do love him, but I love myself a lot more, okay?
Okay.
So he needs to prove to me that he's done with all these females and he appreciates the woman that he has by his side.
To get to the bottom of this, the court has ordered a polygraph examination of Mr. Nelson, and we have those results. At this time, the court is going to call Mr. Kendall Shull, former special agent of the FBI and licensed polygraph examiner. Ron, please escort Mr. Shull into the courtroom.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Shull, how are you?
Good, Your Honor. Thank you.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
You performed a polygraph examination on Mr. Nelson, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
Mr. Nelson was asked, have you had sexual intercourse with your current coworker with whom you produce music? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph determined he was being truthful.
Right, Ms. Nelson, I'm not seeing a smile.
It's still not enough.
He came here to prove something, and the question said he was being truthful.
That's not the only question. Keep going.
All right, we have another.
He got a lot to prove.
Since getting back together with Miss Nelson in March of 2017, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone else? What was Mr. Nelson's response?
He said no.
What did the polygraph test determine?
The polygraph test determined he was being truthful. But he did admit to having sexual contact with a co-worker and described that sexual contact as touching, fondling, and grinding, but no intercourse.
And when did that take place?
This is something that happened during my separation. It's not something I'm trying to hide. It's something that I wanted to put on the front street. But since we've decided, hey, we're gonna work this out, I haven't stepped out. Okay, I looked, okay, I flirted. None of them mean enough to me for me to lose you to them.
All right.
Why do it? Why do it in the first place? Why even take me through it?
Well, Ms. Nelson, you wanted answers. He has not cheated. Is the relationship going forward?
I'm willing to continue to work on things. But if he go back, it's over.
All right. Look at Mr. Nelson and tell him what it is you need him to do to move forward.
I need you to respect me. I need you to respect us. If we're gonna go forward and get remarried, I need you to respect that bond and that connection and those vows.
All right, Miss Nelson, you've told him you want to be here. When you said to him, I'm trying to move this ball forward, you need to keep looking straight ahead. You've been together 3 years, but thoughts of him cheating have thrown your relationship into turmoil and brought you to our court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you tell me why you are here specifically?
Well, I'm here because I think that Jonathan is cheating on me. I did leave. I was dating women before.
Oh.
For about
Okay.
9 years, and I left, women to basically be with him. I feel like he's not giving me as much attention as he did before, so it's just becoming a problem for me.
All right. Well, Mr. Brown, this woman.
How are you not paying attention to this beautiful woman?
Your Honor, listen, so I'm here to tell her the truth, show her the truth. She's out of her mind, everything. I'm sick of the allegations. She always accusing me. She wants to go through my phone. She has my passwords. She always wanted to try to smell my private parts. She act like she always act like she say, oh, when I come home, she's like, oh, she wants to give me oral, but then slick, she's really trying to smell me, trying to see where I've been. I'm like,
Okay,
yo.
are you a sniffer? I just need to know. Are you a sniffer?
I mean, he's my boyfriend, so all of that is mine. I could do what I want to do.
So
Look, name it and claim it.
But here's the thing. Do you sniff him to see if he's been cheating? And that is a yes or no question.
Yes, I do.
So you are a sniffer.
Yes, I am.
Oh my goodness, color sniffers in the house. I know that before the sniffing days came upon us, there were happy times.
Yes.
Tell me about how you two met.
And I started working this job, and Jonathan was pretty much like my supervisor. And, at first we were friends. I was in a really bad relationship, and Jonathan, he was a really good friend to me. He was always giving me good advice. And then we started having sex.
There's no bridge between.
No, that's.
So you are just like, he's a good friend, let's do this.
Yes.
All right. So as she said, at my job, I was the trainer / supervisor, so I was like, okay, I might want to pursue. I want to see what she really tough, what she say she is, because she say she don't like dudes. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, so the challenge was, you thought you had the power.
She threw some challenge at me. She said, I don't like dudes. Dudes is nasty. I've been with girls for 8 years, blah, blah, blah.
And you knew you had it going on at that point in life,
I had the haircut, I had the car, you know what I mean? She was all...
So now we got a picture, Mr. Colors. She's telling him, I don't even like dudes. I don't like your type. But I like your type. And then he's like, oh, challenge. Like,
I know I got it going on. Watch me work.
Watch me work.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively. And then y'all got together.
Right.
No, we didn't get together. We was just having sex. We wasn't like.
Well, that's together. You can't get more together than that.
We wasn't in a relationship at first.
I'm not saying you had a relationship.
Yes.
I'm just saying y'all got together.
Yes, we was having meetings.
Is that code for something else?
Yes,
Yeah.
we was having sex in the car.
Okay, so
At work?
what does
At
that look
work?
like?
Yes,
Wait a minute.
Okay, so
Woo-wee.
we used to be at work.
Uh-huh.
And Jonathan would get off at 6, and I was supposed to get off at 8. But I would clock out and go downstairs, and we would, push the seats back and have sex in the car.
But you know what, Color? Okay. She's a great employee because she timed out before
Thank
she
you.
did.
Yeah.
I just want
Now, his seat is always back in his car, and that's a problem for me. I just feel like it's too many things.
You're uncomfortable because you think he's now pushing that seat back
Yes,
for
I
somebody
can
else.
show you. You want me to show you?
Yes, ma'am.
I got a paper to show you.
That, document?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, I want to give you an example.
Okay, can you step over to the monitor
Yes,
as
ma'am.
well? And tell us what we're looking at.
So on this picture, it's a picture of Jonathan's car.
Yeah.
And what we would do is push the seat all the way back like it's pushed now.
Uh-huh.
Jonathan would be here in a space on his knees.
This girl, man.
Okay? I would be here,
Yeah.
and we get to, you know,
Meeting.
Get busy.
yes, get busy.
Get busy.
So this is the proof. I just don't understand why would his chair always be back this way. He says that, you know, he washes his car, but I'm pretty sure if you wash your car, wouldn't you put it back?
This is something you started to see
Yes.
again recently.
Yes.
And so you think, okay, this means he's doing what he did with me.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it ain't you he's doing it with.
That is correct.
All right,
Thank you.
Mr. Brown, given your illustrious history.
All right, so this is how it goes. Like I told you, I'm a car dude, you know? I'm always cleaning my car out, so I vacuum out, and when I get to the front, I push the seats back, I get everything. I should get all the crevices, I don't want no crumbs.
It is a clean car.
It's a clean car. You can see the lines in the carpet right there. You see the lines. So push the back to vacuum it. But I don't think to push it back forward because I don't sit in that seat. But when I get in the driver's seat, I'm gonna adjust the seat back because why? I need to drive.
Are you pushing the seat
No.
back not just to clean, but to also meet?
Yeah.
No, there's no meetings happening in my car. No.
Because it sounds like, to me, that you in the driver's seat on the passenger side. What other evidence have you seen?
Okay, so like I said earlier, you know, Jonathan, he doesn't give me as much attention as he used to. So he would come home and go straight in the room, like not greet me, you know. So eventually I started following him to his bedroom. He wants to go and change his clothes. So one time, you know, I followed him and I noticed that his underwear was inside out. Okay, when we used to have the meetings in the car, Jonathan take off everything.
Wow.
So I'm thinking he's doing the same thing now, and he just accidentally, you know, put his underwear inside out.
No.
Why in the world would you put your underwear on
So
inside out?
listen, I've been doing this since I was a child. All I buy is a certain type of underwear, tagless, right? As long as it's not backwards, it don't bother me. So I may take a bath.
Doesn't men underwear have an interesting little pouch to hold, you know, your man
Right, as
parts?
long as the pouch is in the front,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's inside
But
out. 'cause
doesn't
it's
it
tagless.
flip a certain way? It does,
You know a lot about men's underwear. Let's talk about this. She's got to die. But doesn't it flip a certain way?
Well,
Doesn't it fit?
I got you and 3 sons worth of underwear I have taken care of for 30 years. Now, I don't know all the ins and
It
outs.
sounds like you do.
Well, you know I don't, because I'm asking him, doesn't the door open a certain way? It doesn't swing both ways,
No, it's
does
both
it?
ways.
So, Ms. Gibson, you're saying this is just something you just noticed recently.
Yes, I just don't understand why would his underwear be inside out.
Is there anyone in particular that you're concerned about?
Yes, so we have a mutual friend. So I ended up getting, you know, fired from the job that we were working at.
Your
Yeah.
manager fired you?
Yes, I got
I can't imagine
He
why.
fired you?
Oh, no.
No, he didn't fire me.
Oh,
but
okay. I was
ended
about to
up
say,
getting-
woo!
You know,
I was like, Mr. Color fired me, it'd be on.
No.
You hear me?
So you got fired from a job that you were constantly clocking out early at.
no, I didn't get no. As soon as I left the job, he made new friends, which I don't have a problem with because I'm a very friendly person. So one day we got invited to go bowling. So we go to the bowling alley. And when I walked in, you know, Jonathan said, hey, everybody, this is my girlfriend. Everybody was, you know,
Nicely done,
excited
Mr.
to
Brown.
meet me. So Jonathan sits down and I go sit on one side of his lap and this mutual friend of ours, she sat on the other side.
He
other
got
side.
2 women on his lap.
Yes. So, you know, at first, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to embarrass him.
So you didn't clock her?
No, I didn't say
Okay.
anything. I just feel like they're too comfortable.
Exactly.
Your thing is, why does this woman feel comfortable enough to plop herself
Yes.
on your lap?
She's a coworker, right? I mean, a friend.
Color?
Because it sounds innocent to me. I mean,
Yeah,
coworkers
no,
just being
it's
playful.
not.
But what I'm hearing
Let
from
me
you,
just say,
hold
if
on.
somebody gets on your lap with me, it's gonna be on.
She's too comfortable.
Has anything else happened with this specific woman?
Yes. So we goes to a house party. And this same mutual friend, she had been drinking. And her breast popped out of her shirt. Instead of Jonathan saying, oh, you know, fix your shirt, he pops them back in her shirt for her. So,
Wow.
All right, show me what that looked like. He did. How'd he do?
you. They popped out, and he grabs her shirt and pops them back in.
So does he do this to him?
No,
Or grabbed the shirt?
I did not touch her.
His
I
thumb
grabbed the
still
shirt.
touched her breast, so he grabbed her shirt and he
pulled
popped
her
it
back over.
Yes.
So-
Did you pop this woman's breast back
I
in her
did.
shirt?
Can I explain why? The girl walks over and her breast pop out. I'm like, yo, put your breast up instantly. I should have told her to fix it. I can attest to that. That was wrong. But instantly, I'm like, yo, these dudes in here, like, just fix yourself.
You've got a level of comfortability with that woman that you shouldn't have. Did I nail it? I nailed it? Okay. That's what the problem is.
All right, Ms. Gibson, is there anyone or anything else that you're concerned about?
Yes.
All right, tell me about it.
So it was one time I was at my apartment and one of my friends was at my apartment. I'm a very honest person. So Jonathan came over and my friend was in my bedroom. So I said, oh, get out because I want to have sex with my boyfriend. So as she got up to walk out, Jonathan says, oh, you don't have to get out. You could just watch.
That is not what I said. That's clearly not
Hold
what
on,
I said.
Mr. Brown.
And what did she say?
Okay.
All right, did she stay?
Yeah, so she stayed and we let her watch us have sex. But like the whole time, she wasn't watching me. She was watching Jonathan. She was like dazed.
How do you know?
Right.
I was looking at her and she was looking at him.
She looking dead.
So while you're having sex with him, you're looking at her, looking at him.
Yes, I glazed over her and she was looking at him.
Let's get it right.
Okay, tell me
truth.
what happened from
It's
your
true.
eyeball.
Okay, so she right. That day we were together. All three of us was in the apartment. She told her. I was like, okay. She's like, I want to have sex with my man. Get out. And I was like, I don't care. I never told a girl you can stay. If she was there or not there, I don't find her attractive.
You know what? Honestly,
I'm like-
But it doesn't bother you to have somebody eyeballing you during
Hey,
this?
we
That's
was
what-
experimenting. Hey,
No.
we had just got together. I'm just like, hey, you want to do it? We
I
can try
really
it.
feel like because she was watching Jonathan, he really did. He put in work that day. He was showing out. Honestly.
Hey, wait a minute.
You think he was auditioning.
Yeah.
He's showing off for her like, this is what it's going to be like with you.
He
He was showing out, so she would be like, oh, I need to get some of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this
So-
girl. Okay.
My ears are ringing. I think we have heard enough testimony.
For a lifetime.
Because here's what it looks like. And I got to say, it's not looking pretty. If you find out that all of this is true, your relationship is over.
Yes.
You're done.
Yeah.
And because of this, the court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call certified polygraph examiner, licensed private investigator, and former special agent to the FBI, Kendall Shull, to determine, is he cheating?
Kendall Show.
Good day, Mr. Shull.
Good
How are
day,
you?
Your Honor. Fine. How are you?
I'm good. You did a polygraph examination of Mr. Brown, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. You asked Mr. Brown, have you ever had physical sexual contact with the co-worker in question? What was his response?
He said no.
You look nervous. You ready?
Not at all.
All right. What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown was asked, have you ever had any physical sexual contact with a woman who watched you and Ms. Gibson have sex? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
How you feeling, Mr. Brown?
I feel like I won.
We still have one more question.
All right. I'm here for
Are
it.
you ready?
I ain't going nowhere.
All right.
All right.
Mr. Brown was asked, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Ms. Gibson since January 2016? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
No.
Mr. Brown?
Not true.
Well, Mr. Brown, you can't pick and choose which questions you accept. Ms. Gibson, what's going through your mind right now? I see the tears in your eyes.
I can't, it's just hard for me to believe it. Because, like, he was there for me at my lowest point in my life. He gave me an ultimatum, you know, like in the beginning, he surprised me and he took me on a cruise and he basically told me if I didn't leave the person that I was with, that he couldn't be with me. He's truly a good person. And it's just hard for me to just even believe that he would cheat on me.
When you see the hurt on her face, what does that make you feel like?
I do nothing without her. I don't have time to cheat. I don't want to cheat. I have no time to live double lives. I have no time to keep up with 2 lives at once. I don't have time for it.
Here's what I would say to you. It's clear that you love him. People can move past anything that they want to move past. I don't encourage anybody to break up a relationship, but particularly when people seem to really care. And if your heart of hearts says, I don't know, but I do know I love him, y'all walk out of this courtroom together and figure it out. Because at the end of the day, it's a lovely thing to wake up to somebody you love.
And who loves you? You all have been together for 9 years, you're married, you have 2 children together, and you are previously appeared in this court when Mr. Williams, you were accused of cheating.
That's correct, Your Honor. And you know, I actually passed with flying colors, as she knows, you know what I'm saying? Yep.
And now you are the one accusing your wife of cheating.
That's
Is that correct?
That's correct.
You've initiated this case. Tell us why.
I know she's cheating. I have several reasons. She goes to school.
Okay.
Now, usually the school is about 15 to 20 minutes away from the house. She leaves maybe 15 to 20 minutes before she has to be in class, usually. Since we've come from the court, she's leaving sometimes 2 hours, sometimes an hour and a half to go to school.
All right.
Study at the library.
I
study at the library. Yeah, I have Your Honor, I have a 4.0 GPA. I have straight A's.
All right, I ain't mad at you.
I just want to study out of the house so that I can have some quiet time. Sometimes I don't want to do my assignments in the house.
I'm presuming, Mr. Williams, you think she's leaving early to go be with some man.
It's obvious, Your Honor. Obviously a classmate, some random guy.
And you're saying none of this is happening. I'm there doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm making A's.
Right, and that's my proof. Like, I have straight A's. He see my grades, Your Honor. Like, I'm a great student. I have a 4.0 GPA. Like I said, I've got 2 scholarships.
But Ms. Williams, there are probably a lot of A students who are on scholarship who are cheating on their significant others. I mean, I can't say just because you're a good student means you're not cheating. And, you know, his concern is these red flags are going on, and you've already accused him of cheating before, and he passed his test. It showed that he wasn't cheating. But now he's seeing those signs in you that you're cheating. So what do you have to say about that?
I'm not cheating on Timothy, on my husband. I'm not. There was things that led up to him believing that I'm cheating, but it's not anything to do with
Not to cut you.
Mr. Wells, let me ask you this. Okay, if she is cheating, what does that mean for your marriage?
That's it. Like, I put too much time into this. I'm not cheating, obviously. I've proven that. Like, I'm a good dude, like, and I feel like I deserve to be with somebody good. Like, so I'm not gonna tolerate for nobody cheating on me, and I'm done, like, for real. I'm not joking. Like, for real.
Here's the thing, Mr. Williams. I can understand why you would be concerned, but what she provided in terms of a response makes sense. So are there any other warning signs that you've seen?
I mean, it makes sense to a certain extent because she was guilty, which is the reason she wanted me to come to court and take the lie detector test, which I passed in the first place.
You know, we always talk about, you know, sometimes you're projecting your behavior on your significant other, your spouse.
That's right.
So in your mind, maybe at the back of your brain, and you correct me if I'm wrong, you're thinking the reason you were doing all this pointing is
because you were cheating in the first place. And now your conscience is eating at you. You feel guilty. So now you gotta try to rationalize it in your mind like, you know what, or you might feel like you deserve something to happen to you because of what you know you're doing.
No, absolutely not. I have not physically cheated on Tim. Like, I have not.
Well, let me ask, Mr. Williams, so why do you think she's cheating now?
I have proof that she's cheating, Your Honor.
Okay.
Well, I didn't go that far. 99% proof that she's cheating.
That's pretty good
now,
proof.
All right, I'm in Las Vegas. We planned to move to Vegas. I had an opportunity to work out there. I'm designing swimming pools. So I'm out there, basically, she stayed in Virginia. I'm in Vegas, making everything happen.
Okay.
I go in her email. I was snooping, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even an insecure snooping type dude, but I knew something wasn't right, so I started snooping. You know what I'm saying? I look at the email, and sure enough, she went to an amusement park with some dude. I got proof of it right here. And you don't just go to an amusement park.
Rob, would you please get that item for her?
You don't just go to an amusement park with some dude I don't know, not your cousin, your friend, your relative.
No, that's not, no.
Hold on, let's take a look at this. All right, so what we have here are
probably one
tickets to an amusement park.
One has your name on it.
Yeah.
And one has another man's name on it, and it is not Timothy Williams.
Definitely not my name.
We were on a break.
That's what guilty people do.
We were on a break.
Well, Ms. Williams, are you sure that what was at the amusement park is not the only thing you were riding?
Thank you, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, no.
Yeah.
Me and the man that I went to the amusement park with, we were only friends. I knew him when I first moved there from high school. He's from my high school.
Your Honor, she told me she didn't even know this person, first of all. She told me some dude she met. So you contradicting your own story right now, like in court. Like
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I saw only 2 tickets. Is that all that went, you and the friend?
Yes.
Okay, do you see why this doesn't smell right?
Yeah, I do, Your Honor. I understand, but first of all, he paid for his own ticket, so it wasn't a date. He didn't pay for me and I didn't pay for him. It wasn't a date. We were just 2 friends going to the amusement park.
Okay, that's a date. I hate to break it down to you like that. You might not call it a date, but everybody in America is gonna call that a date.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a fact.
Is that the only time you've been out with this person?
Yes, but
what if I went somewhere with somebody on an amusement park date? How would you feel?
I would be upset.
Okay then.
I would be upset.
So you understand how he feels?
Yeah, I understand, but we were on a break. But I do understand that he would be upset.
There's
You
something
do
else. This is not the
understand
only
that
thing.
marriage doesn't have a break. Right.
The break was his idea.
You don't get a break in marriage. You get a break when you date. But once y'all say we do.
Speaking of dating.
Okay,
so,
tell me about
all
the dating.
2 weeks after we come from court.
Okay, 2 weeks from
After
here.
we come from couples court, I'm going through her phone to send a message. I mean, to send me myself some pictures. I'm honestly not snooping at this
You're
point.
going through her phone to send yourself
I had some
pictures.
pictures. She got a better camera than I do.
Okay.
I'm on the phone. Notification pop up. It's an app I never seen before, whatever. Go to the app. Sure enough, it's a dating app.
A dating app?
A whole dating app.
Okay.
She claims she's just being social, whatever. So I look into the app. Some dude is messaging her, but it's not just one message. You know how you can look through the thread? You looking through the thread and it's multiple messages where you could tell as they were talking. He's saying things like, yes, I'm single. Yes, I can be trusted. I believe in loyalty. I want to start a family eventually with the right person. This is the type of stuff they was talking about, y'all.
And she's
What was her saying? What did she
leaving
say?
her part of the messages, but it's clear that he was not just talking to himself. He was going too deep into detail to be talking to himself.
And this is all in her inbox.
Yep, and then it's
It's
another.
on her dating app.
It's in a dating app. And on this, she's telling the dude she's single. Now
First of
deny
all,
that.
no,
Please deny
no.
that.
Okay, wait a minute.
Williams,
Go
all
ahead,
right.
love.
Ms. Williams,
Please deny that.
first of all, why are you in a dating app if you're married?
Oh, Your Honor, when, like I said earlier, before we came to court the last time, when I thought Timothy was cheating on me,
Okay.
I felt like he was doing his own thing. He was always gone. I was finding suspicious things in his car. So I was like, if you're doing you, I'm not gonna sit here heartbroken anymore. I'm gonna do me.
This was after. This was
Yeah,
after
he
we even
found the
left.
messages after we got back from court because I did delete my messages and I thought I deleted the app, but all those messages were from previously when I thought
Yo.
that he was cheating on me before we appeared in court the first time.
Okay, but let me get this straight. The bottom line is, you were on these dating apps because you thought he was cheating.
Right,
So you were getting out ahead. You were gonna get your petty on before you even knew.
right.
Let me ask you something. I'm gonna ask you the hard question. Because you thought Mr. Williams was cheating, did you in fact cheat?
Not physically.
Not physically.
No.
So how did you cheat?
What does that mean?
I do believe in emotional cheating. I
Yes.
feel like if you're talking back and forth with someone, you're getting personal with them, you guys might talk about like explicit things. I think that's a form of cheating.
Okay.
Okay, and
And
you
that's
did
what
that?
sounds like
Yes.
what you were doing.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay.
This is no.
So you not only were getting to know somebody, y'all had some, what I would call intimate conversations.
Yeah, and I admitted that to
you did not admit. You
I did tell you
did
that we
not
were-
tell me you was having intimate conversations. You was sitting there.
what
trying to
did she
deny it.
tell you?
She just blows up and tries to turn it around. You doing this, just switches it around instantly, which I can't even really get a word in edgewise.
Have you seen anything or heard anything? Anybody told you, anything about her cheating?
Yana? That's the crazy part about it. Now, her friend was staying with us for a little while, you know, her best friend basically.
Okay.
Her friend comes to me and tells me you need to watch out for her. Not in no like make sure she's okay kind of way, like you need to keep your eyes on her because she might be doing something.
Why are you even talking to her? Like,
she told me. Like,
well, here's the thing. We need to hear more from the best friend.
Okay.
And she's here.
Wow.
Wow, would you bring her in?
Y'all are crazy. Put yourself out. I don't see how you get out of this one. All right, we ain't gotta even do this.
We get ready to find out all these questions.
I didn't cheat.
Would you state your name, please, for the court?
My name is Alyssa Courts.
Courts.
Yes.
Ms. Courts is here testifying in court.
Okay, how about that?
All right. Ms. Courts, what is your relationship to Mr. Williams and Mrs. Williams?
Me and China have been friends for 15 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Williams, I just recently met him about a year or two ago, so.
And you stayed with him for a period of time?
I did, last year.
Okay.
Now, when you say you're friends, are you just like, you know, friends, kind of like best friends? What's your nature of your friendship with Miss Williams?
We're like sisters.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
really
like close friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are like her sister. You're telling her husband she needs to watch out for her.
I did.
I'm a good dude.
I did.
Good dude. Okay.
So let me ask this. What information do you have that's important to this case?
Last year, February, when I went to stay with China, we went to the club. She asked me if I wanted to go, so I told her, yeah, we could go. And we had a few drinks and we were dancing, having a good time. So she went off and was dancing with some guys. I was like, well, I'm ready to leave. And she said she was not ready. She told me, so I left and I went back to the house and I stayed there.
Wow.
That's what we doing?
So I stayed up for like an hour and a half to see if she would text me or call me or if she was gonna come make it safe, anything. I never heard anything from her, and then the next day it was like everything was normal. You know, like we didn't have a conversation about it, there was nothing.
That's a lie.
You said she was dancing with some man. Do you think she left with a man or?
Honestly, I don't know whether she left with the man or not, but we went together, so we should have left together.
That's crazy. Like, you're supposed to be my friend.
How about that?
Hold on. And was that what made you decide you need to tell Mr. Williams heads up?
This is, yo.
I did, and the reason I did because at the end of the day, friend or no friend, sister or no sister, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Straight up.
And
But
I felt like that was wrong. I mean, there's a lot of women looking for good men, and it's hard to come by a good man, and you have one, and then this is
Big
what
fact.
you do.
But
so,
your loyalty is supposed to lie with me.
And I was about to say, I mean, to me,
That's right.
this speaks volumes.
And I know y'all allowed to take the test work. I took it. I know the truth came out. You feel
And
me?
it's about
So-
to come out again because
Like-
I'm not.
Well, clearly there's still some unresolved issues, but this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call licensed and certified polygraph examiner Dave Lawrence to determine
Please do.
Is she cheating?
Please.
Please report, Mr. Lawrence.
Dave Lawrence.
How are you, Mr. Lawrence?
This is fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you again.
Same to you.
And you conducted a polygraph examination on Mrs. Williams, correct?
I did, Your Honor.
You asked Mrs. Williams, did you have sexual intercourse with either of the men from the dating apps your husband found you messaging with? What was her response to that question?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's just the beginning.
You also asked Mrs. Williams, since you've been married, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your husband? What was her response?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined she was being deceptive.
Knew it. Knew it. Knew it. Knew it.
Miss Williams?
I haven't.
Of course. This is what I expect. She's never gonna say it.
You asked Mrs. Williams, since being married, have you had sexual intercourse with the man you took to the amusement park. What was her response?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being deceptive.
Yo, I'm not getting no more relationship.
You know,
So you were riding
That's
more
it.
than what was at the amusement park.
This is crazy. That's how we rocking? That's how we doing though, for real though?
Miss Williams, I gotta say this. The entire time that he was talking, it just looked like guilty was stamped on your forehead.
Obviously.
So I see you kind of nodding your head a little bit. Are you
Explain what they
admitting
saying, exactly.
that you had sexual intercourse with the man from the amusement park?
Yes.
You did.
Is that a yes?
Now?
Yes.
I don't even care no more.
Do you have anything that you want to say to Mr. Williams at this point?
I'm sitting here passing tests. You don't gotta say nothing to me.
I'm sorry. Like, I hope that you want to work things out. Like,
Yeah, okay. Sure.
I'm just speechless.
Well, I don't know why you're speechless. You knew you had.
I guess when it comes to our relationship, I'm kind of insecure. So I felt like he was just doing things out there in Las Vegas. And plus, we had gotten a few arguments.
There's a difference between taking responsibility and making excuses.
You good now. You can do what you want now.
Now, Mr. Williams, you came here to get some answers, and you've gotten those answers. What will happen with your marriage?
Oh, that's done. I don't even have words for her, Your Honor. Honestly, I'm not.
Really? So I haven't forgiven you for things that you've done?
Man, listen, I'm done. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to put her on for the camera. Not even a little bit.